When people discuss attractiveness, they often fixate on specific physical traits like jawlines, cheekbones, or body fat percentage. While these features certainly play a role, one of the most powerful yet underestimated factors is something far simpler: looking clean. Notice the distinction here: not being clean, but looking clean. This visual illusion quietly influences human perception in profound ways, often determining how attractive someone appears at first glance. Attractiveness frequently hinges on this visual trick. Looking clean isn't about soap, water, or actual hygiene practices. Instead, it's about the visual cues your brain processes unconsciously to determine whether someone appears healthy and well-maintained. Understanding these cues and how they work can dramatically change how others perceive you, regardless of your genetic baseline. When you encounter someone, your brain doesn't conduct a thorough hygiene inspection. It relies on visual shortcuts, scanning for 3 primary signals in milliseconds: edges, surfaces, and contrast. Edges refer to the sharpness and definition of boundaries. Whether it's your beard line, hairline, or even the border of your clothing, clean and sharp edges register as intentional and therefore clean. When these lines are crisp and well-defined, they communicate care and attention to detail. Messy or blurred edges, on the other hand, suggest neglect. Surfaces involve the texture and smoothness of what the eye perceives. Smooth, even surfaces look fresh and well-maintained. Clear skin without patchiness, fabrics without wrinkles, and hair with consistent texture all contribute to this perception. Conversely, bumpy, rough, or uneven surfaces create visual noise that the brain associates with dirt, grease, or disorder. Contrast deals with color consistency. Our eyes naturally prefer uniform coloring. A face with even skin tone appears clean and healthy, while redness, blotchiness, dark circles, or visible blackheads fracture the visual map and make the face look off or unhealthy. The critical insight here is that none of this relates to actual cleanliness. Someone with naturally oily skin might wash their face twice daily and still appear greasy within an hour. The issue isn't their hygiene habits, but rather how their skin presents visually to others. Your face serves as the primary canvas for these visual judgments. Even skin tone solidifies the illusion of cleanliness, while texture significantly impacts perception. Raised bumps, clogged pores, and rough patches cast tiny shadows that create visual noise, breaking the illusion of freshness. Shine presents a double-edged challenge. A slight healthy glow can register as vitality and good health. Too much shine from oil or sweat, however, reads as grease and poor maintenance. On the opposite end, excessive dryness resulting in flakes or ashiness also destroys the illusion. The goal is achieving a delicate balance, neither too oily nor too dry. From a distance of just a few feet, does your skin appear even and consistent? If so, you're maintaining the illusion successfully. If not, that unevenness becomes the first thing people notice, overshadowing your other features. If your face is the canvas, your hair functions as the frame. And poorly managed frame can ruin even the finest artwork. Unmanaged hair quickly destroys the illusion of cleanliness. Stray or uncontrolled hairs create visual mess. This is especially true for dark, coarse hair, where every stray strand contrasts sharply against skin. Nape hairs, cheek fuzz, and uneven beard patches may even register as dirt rather than hair. Even eyebrows play a role. Stray wisps can blur the outline of your face and reduce definition. With facial hair, uniformity is essential. Evenly distributed stubble can read as intentional texture, adding character to your face. Patchy stubble, however, simply looks messy and unkempt. A well-lined, symmetrical beard frames your face effectively. Hair health also factors into the equation. An overly oily scalp, frizzy hair, or excessive dryness all work against you. The cleanest hairstyles rely on clean edges. Temples, neckline, and hairline all need to appear intentional and deliberately maintained. When someone glances at you for just 3 seconds, your hair should look purposeful rather than accidental. One of the strangest contradictions in grooming is the buzz cut. In theory, it should represent the cleanest possible style, short, uniform, and requiring minimal maintenance. Yet on many men, it backfires completely. The issue stems from several factors. Some people's straight hair stands upright like wires, catching light unevenly and creating a glare that the brain misreads as dandruff or thinning hair. Hair density plays a crucial role as well. Dense, coarse hair can produce a smooth, velvet-like scalp effect. Sparse hair, however, allows the scalp to show through, creating a patchy appearance. Additionally, a buzz cut exposes the skull's shape completely. Any asymmetry, bumps, or unusual contours become prominently displayed rather than concealed. A hairstyle designed for minimalism can paradoxically make you appear less fresh, depending entirely on your specific hair type and skull shape. A puzzling paradox exists in male grooming. Some men maintain messy hair and untamed stubble, yet still appear sharp and put together. Others require constant, meticulous grooming just to look presentable. What accounts for this dramatic difference? The answer lies in structure and contrast. Men blessed with strong bone structure, sharp jawlines and defined cheekbones possess natural edges built into their faces. Even when their grooming lapses, their faces retain definition and structure. The underlying architecture does much of the visual work for them. Men with softer or rounder facial structures lose definition rapidly when grooming is neglected. Without those natural edges provided by prominent bone structure, facial features blend together, creating a less defined appearance. The absence of natural boundaries makes deliberate grooming far more critical for maintaining the illusion of cleanliness. Phenotype also significantly affects how these visual cues present themselves. Men with dark, coarse hair face increased visibility of every stray hair and oil spot, making sharper grooming lines essential. Men with lighter hair and skin might hide stray hairs more effectively, but struggle more with redness, translucency, or blotchiness that breaks the clean illusion. East Asian men with very fine hair may completely avoid the dirty stubble appearance, but when their hair is cut too short, they can experience a bristle glare effect where individual hairs catch light awkwardly. Men of African descent often look exceptionally sharp with crisp fades and clean lineups, but contrast works against them when skin becomes dry or ashy, as it shows up immediately against darker skin tones. The fundamental reality is that the same grooming choice can appear clean and intentional on one phenotype while looking sloppy and neglected on another. There is no universal grooming standard that works equally well across all men. Consider someone like model and streamer Marlon, who naturally embodies the illusion of cleanliness. His skin maintains even tone and texture without distracting breaks or irregularities. His sharp jawline and prominent cheekbones provide strong, natural edges. Low body fat keeps his features tight and defined, avoiding sagging or unflattering shadows. His hair and eyebrows are dense and well-defined, functioning as natural borders that frame his face. Even without obsessive grooming routines, Marlon's features align perfectly across all three dimensions: surface, edge, and contrast. This alignment represents the ultimate goal. The objective is eliminating distractions, so that attention naturally lands on your eyes, expression, and overall presence, rather than on visual noise surrounding these features. The advice to just shower and get a haircut became a meme, but most people have fundamentally misunderstood its meaning. It was never primarily about hygiene or cleanliness in the literal sense. It's about looking clean, about creating and maintaining the visual illusion that communicates health, intentionality, and care. Men who master this illusion appear more attractive, even when their bone structure or genetic advantages are merely average. The power lies not in exceptional features, but in removing the distractions that prevent others from appreciating the features you do possess. At its core, looking clean means removing visual static. It allows people to see your essence, your eyes, your facial expressions, your posture and presence, rather than getting distracted by grooming inconsistencies or maintenance failures. When your grooming creates visual noise, people won't notice your best features because they're too busy processing the mess around them. Once you understand how visual cues work and which signals your brain prioritizes, you gain powerful tools for shaping how others perceive you.